to CodeArt. I am Niyati Sinha and I'll be teaching you high performance computing. So we'll be brushing up the concepts that we have learned till now. So we'll be solving two questions today. Okay. So the first question is, how much time is required to execute the expression A is equal to B plus C in a 1 Hz machine that supports load store architecture. Load store architecture. There are two types of architectures. One is load store architecture and the another one is register memory architecture. In load store architecture, what we need to do is we have to load in all the memory values in a register and then we can use it. Okay. While in the other one, that is register memory architecture, we can use the memory location as well. Okay. So here we are using load store architecture. Now, assume that each data transfer instructions are load store instructions. Okay, so load store instructions are known as data transfer instructions, and they are taking 5 clock cycles. Okay, and each ALU instructions are execution instructions which require, like here it is addition. Okay, addition takes 3 clock cycles. Okay, generally execution instructions or ALU instructions are much faster than data transfer instructions. Okay, so now we have to calculate the whole time required by the CPU for the execution of this program, like this instruction. Okay, so first of all, I'll write the load store architecture instructions for this A is equal to B plus C instruction. Okay, so firstly what I'll do is load R1A. So what I'll do, I'll load the value of a memory location A in a register R1. Then I'll load R2 B, that is the memory location B, the content of memory location B is loaded in R2 register. Then I need to add it. Okay, I'll add and store it in another register R3. Okay, so what it does is R3 is equal to R2 plus R1. Okay, then I'll store this result R3 in a memory location C. Okay, so what load does it? Load takes the memory content and stores it in a register memory to register, whereas what store does is register to memory. Whatever it is in the register, it will store to the memory. Okay, okay, so we know till now that load store instructions take 5 clock cycles. So this is taking 5 clock cycles, this is also taking 5 clock cycles, this is ALU instruction, this is taking 3 clock cycles, and this is again load store instruction, that is data transfer instruction, that is again taking 5 clock cycles. Okay, so in total what we need is 5 plus 5 plus 3 plus 5, that is 18 clock cycles. Okay, and what we know is it is a 1 Hz machine. Okay, so in 1 Hz machine, what it means that in 1 clock cycle, in 1 second 1 clock cycle will be completed. So 18 clock cycles will be completed obviously in 18 seconds. So the CPU time is 18 seconds for this question. Okay, now we'll move on to the next question. Find the time required to execute a program in a 4 Hz machine. 4 Hz machine, this means 4 clock cycles in 1 second. 4 clock cycles in 1 second. Okay, that contains 500 machine instructions. Total instructions given are 500. Assume that 30% are ALU instructions. 30% of this 500 is ALU instruction. Okay, so what is 30% of 500? That is 30 into 500 upon 100. That is 150 instructions are ALU instructions. Okay, that is 30 into 500 is equal to, and 30 into 500 divided by 100, okay, is equal to 150. So 150 ALU instructions are over there, and the rest is data transfer instruction. So how many data transfer instructions are there? 30%, 100% are total. So left one is 70%. 70% are the data transfer instructions. As we know, 150 instructions are ALU and total is 500. Then obviously the left one is 500 minus 150. That is 350 instructions are data transfer instructions. Okay, So now what we know is each ALU instruction takes 5 clock cycles. Okay, this is taking 5 clock cycle. Okay, and each data transfer instruction is taking 7 clock cycles. Okay, so this is taking 7 clock cycles. So now what we'll have to do is we have to calculate the CPU time. Okay, so what is the CPU time basically? We have learned in the previous video that CPU time is the number of clock cycles divided by the frequency. Okay, the machine frequency. And here the machine frequency is 4 Hertz. Okay, so we'll calculate the total clock cycles required for the ALU instructions. That is, each instruction is requiring 5 clock cycles in ALU, and there are 150 ALU instructions. So the total number of clock cycles required is 150 into 5, that is 715. So 750 clock cycles are required for ALU instructions. And for data transfer instructions, each data transfer instruction requires 7 clock cycles, and there are in total 350 data transfer instructions. So 350 into 7, that is, I guess, um, 350 into 7, 21,000, and 2,100 plus 350, that is 2,450. So 2,450 clock cycles are required for the data transfer instructions, and in total this becomes, so in total for the instruction we need 2450 plus 750 clock cycles, that is equal to 3200 clock cycles. Okay, and now we know the total number of clock cycles required by the instruction, and we know the frequency. So what we need to do is in order to calculate the CPU time is equal to clock cycles divided by frequency, as frequency is the number of cycles completed in 1 second, and total number of clock cycles we know. So in order to find out the total time required to complete that much amount of clock cycles, we need clock cycles divided by frequency. Okay, so that is 3200 divided by 4, and the CPU time comes out to be 800 seconds. Okay, if the unit is seconds, then the CPU time comes out to be 800 seconds. Okay, thank you, and this was it.